Hi everybody, welcome to today's tutorial. It's all about solar and solar studies in this tutorial. So it's part 1 of a series of how you can do your solar studies for your site analysis for any site in the world and get shadows accurately for specific date of a year. So let's just get right into it. So you see the sheet that I've set up over here. It has multiple solar analysis that has been done over different months. So it's been done like a matrix. So if you look over here, you see that I've set up different solar analysis for different months for January, June and September, and on the bottom you can see different times. So if you zoom out, you will see that so if you want to get the shadows for 9 a.m. on a January, you just go in this axis, and then for January you just come in this axis, and this is the solar that study for January for this side at 9 a.m. So if you want to see the solar angles for the 3 p.m. on September, you just come here and then come here. This is the one. So it's very easy to understand. So we'll be going through all the diagrams that is there in this sheet as a step-by-step tutorial. So let's get to know how we can get the shadow for the first one, that's January at 9 a.m. So let's go right into the model. So this is a model that I've downloaded from CAD Mapper. So I'll just put a link for CAD Mapper down below. So in CAD Mapper you can download the site model up to a kilometer or square. So and if you want more than that, you got to go for the paid feature. So this is a model that I got, and I had some buildings on this part of my site, but I've deleted them. You can do that as well. So you just have to click on the model, and just, if this was your site, just delete the buildings in it and keep the rest. Now the next stage is to go to the layers tab and switch off all the other stuff that you don't need. So I've switched off the parks, the contours and the coastline because it is covering up the layer and making it a little hard to read. So you can switch off stuff like railways, parks, contours and coastlines to make the model more clean. Alright, so now before setting up the render, we need to go and adjust the location of the model and the shadow date and time. So usually when you download from CAD Mapper, by default the location is set correctly. So if you want to change the location manually, you can just go to Window, Model Info and go to Geolocation, and it's already written that the model is accurately geolocated. If it's not, you can just clear the location and set another location. Alright, now for the putting the exact time and date. So you see the time zone has been set correctly over here since my model is in Sydney. Now let's set a time. So I want to do it at 9 a.m. So let's set 09, and so time has been set, and I want to set it for January. So better to take a same day for all the months. So I'll just take 15th of January and I'll set it as 01. Now we'll just see the shadows. So you see the shadows are covering only this much of the site. So if you see, if I change the settings over here, the shadows will change. So I'll just set it back. Alright, so this is the shadow that you get for January. So now to render this image out, you need a clay render, a basic clay render that you can see that I've set up in these different options over here. So if you guys don't know how to do clay render, I've done a tutorial only about setting up a clay render. I'll link in the bio below. Have a look at it, pause this video, have a look at it and come back. It's a very quick and easy way to get a good clay render graphic for all these kinds of illustrations that you need to do quickly and still get a little bit of depth and clarity in the design. So alright, so let's just quickly set up a clay render. Let's go to my various settings, go to settings tab. I'll make sure my render output is same as the image output, so that my lines that I export later to overlay onto the image that you can see over here will correctly match the render. So I just click this button over here. After my setting, my aspect ratio is a custom setting. Then I'll just go to my material overlay, turn it on, select the color of your choice. Then in global illumination, I'm going to turn on ambient occlusion. Alright, so that my shadows get a bit more depth. Alright, now let's just set up a quick render. Okay, so now you see that our image is rendering. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and export some line work that we can overlay. We'll just switch off our shadows and we'll just set a style to hidden line. Alright, now we'll just set, so you see all the lines are in hidden line mode. We'll just set up a little bit of profiles, give it a little bit more depth. Alright, now let's export this image as a 2D graphic. So I'll save it right onto my desktop. Made a folder already. It's called Solar Study. I'll just call it as hidden line. Oops, I've exported by mistake as an AutoCAD file, but you need to export as a JPEG. So let's do that again. File, export, and let's go make it a JPEG, and we'll call it hidden line. All right, so the image is getting exported. And in the meantime, our render is also coming up. Alright, the render looks quite good. So now we can just save this in the same place. I'll just call it render. Alright, so the image is also saved. So let's just go to our file over here and let's bring both of these directly in Photoshop. So I'll just bring it in Photoshop. Alright, now I'll bring my hidden line also in Photoshop. Scale so it fits exactly. And that's it, multiply. Alright, so now you get a cool graphic of your site which is more defined. Now we'll just crop it so that it comes as a square. So I'll just go here and set it to 1:1 square. You get a perfect square, and that's good. Now we get a square image. Now we need to highlight a site, so let's take our pen tool, P for pen tool, set a shape. We don't need a fill, but we need a stroke, so we'll set like a red stroke for now, so it is highlights. We'll just go quickly around our site. Alright, now I think I should make the thickness a little bit more and maybe try out dashed line look. I think the red needs to be a little bit more brighter. Much better. Yeah, so you see that's it, guys. So now you can even play with the levels of the render to make it the tone you choose. So just set a levels over here for your render. So if you want to make it a little more white, you can play with the mid-tones. Settings over here. Up to kind of the look that you're looking for. So that's it, guys. That's how you make one of these images for your solar analysis. So similarly, you just have to set different times and different dates for each of these, and you'll get different renders, and then just have to keep on repeating this step till you get different sets of combinations for your shadows. So that's how you create a quick shadow analysis for an exact date and time for your site analysis. So for the next step, we'll be discussing how we can get all these data for your solar analysis, and how we can even start overlaying different types of solar analysis to understand what part of the site will be getting light and what part of the site will be under darkness in different times of the day. So stay tuned for the next part of the video. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Thank you.